India is one unified nation with a strong governing body. The military ranks third in the world, and 36% of doctors, engineers, and scientists in America are all Indians. That is the success story of globalization in India.
Welcome to the Vishwa Shanti Darshan YouTube channel. We are about to listen to Param Pujya Sadhu Vivek Jeevandasji. Param Pujya Sadhu Vivek Jeevandasji completed his education in London. He studied biochemistry at London. In 1976, in the presence of the prominent Sadhu Maharajji, he received initiation as a monk. Jeevandasji studied Indian and Western philosophy at Swami Narayan Temple in Hyderabad.
संत ज्ञानेश्वर महाराज की जय, संत तुकाराम महाराज की जय. Honorable Vishwanathji Karad, who is not, he has not been able to be present with us, but being the founding father of this institution, I would like to offer my pranams to him and to all the organizing members here on the dais, as well as the faculties who are here before me. My warm regards and namaskars to all of you. I will briefly talk to you about thinking differently in life. Why is it necessary to think differently? Why take extra pain and extra effort in trying to think differently? Whether we teach, whether we work as a profession, as a professional, or we live our worldly family life. The thing is that it becomes routine, it becomes drudgery. A stereotyped life loses the soul of life. Subsequently, we suffer from boredom, depression, defeat, and so many other things. So taking that one step forward requires a lot of courage, requires a lot of inner strength, and it also requires us to think differently. By thinking differently, we make our lives a lot more easier, a lot more happier. We are able to resolve the problems and issues that are there before us in a very, very easy way, and subsequently we never get tired of life at all. We keep on working for the benefit not only of our own selves but for the benefit of society as well. Thinking differently is important. It gives you enthusiasm. It gives you, or rather it infuses you with new energy. And therefore, whatever that we do, it becomes a very joyous celebration. I will share with you some examples from various situations. These situations are very much connected with our own lives. And by thinking differently, how we are able to transcend those problems or those challenges that we face in life. There was a primary school class in Germany. It so happened that the boys and girls, they started doing a lot of mischief. The teachers decided to punish them. A primary school class. So as punishment, the teacher told all the students that you add up the digits 1 to 100, meaning 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 4 is 10. So you add up the numbers 1 to 100. All the students, they became engaged, so the class was calm and quiet. The students, they either took a slate or a piece of paper and they started to do it in the conventional manner. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. But there was one student who did not pick up his pen and paper. He was looking up to the ceiling and he was thinking, there must be an easier way to add up all the digits. There must be an easier way, a better way. He was thinking. Time was over. The teacher, he asked the students that, come on, tell me now, what is your total? Obviously, all the students, or some of the students who got up, they presented their totals. All of them were wrong. All of them were wrong. Because it was quite a lengthy process, adding up from 1 to 100. A very great possibility of missing out something or losing your attention somewhere and making an error. So the teacher asked that single boy who had not taken up that piece of paper and pen. And the boy said, "Sir, the total is 5,050. So the teacher was surprised, and the teacher felt that, how did you do it? You did not take a pen and paper in your hand. You did not follow the conventional method, and yet you have arrived at the right answer, whereas all the other students, they have given the wrong answer. What is the secret behind giving the right answer?" So the student said that, "Sir, I was just thinking there must be an easier way to do it. So I came up with the idea. I started adding up the digits at the end, at the two extremes. 100 plus 1 is 101. 99 plus 2 is 101. 98 plus 3 is 101. So you have 50, 101. 101 multiplied by 50 is 5,050. So the teacher was astonished. And the teacher felt that this student is different. Special tutoring classes were given to that student. And this boy, he grew up to be one of the finest mathematicians in the 19th century. His name was Carl Friedrich Gauss. Think differently. We know very well that our scientists or inventors, because they thought differently, they stepped out from the routine way of doing things. And as a result, in spite of the challenges, in spite of the hardships, and in spite of all the endeavor that they had put in, but because they strived, because they endured, and they put in hard effort regardless of their own physical comforts or times or whatever. That is why we have inventions and discoveries in our society. Thinking differently is very important. As professors or even as students, you have to think differently. See, now I'm not saying that you leave aside the fundamentals. Fundamentals should not be tampered with. Fundamentals always remain fundamental. If you start tampering with the fundamentals, then you are going to stray and you will be misguided in life. I'm not going to mention the fundamentals. I'm sure we are aware of most of the fundamentals. But it is important that we should think differently.
And today, 29 January 2016, yet another history is created when students from more than 25,000 colleges across India gather to discuss the future of their nation.